Our first step is to remove the heat shield above the exhaust. This shouldn't require removal of the exhaust itself, but lowering it down can give you more room to work with if you prefer. Then unbolt the OEM carrier from the car. Make 2 cuts, one on each side. Now, using a razor blade, make a cut all the way around the bearing to pull the rest of the frame off. Cut the excess rubber from the lip at the front of the bearing. Feel around the back of the bearing to where it feels softer and make another cut all the way around, starting there. You should now be left with a bearing that looks like this, with one half sitting higher than the other. If your JXB carrier came with revision number 0, 1, or 2, located here, you are done with cutting. If your JXB carrier came with revision number 3, you will need to trim the bearing surface down until the back half is level with the front. Then clean it up until it's a relatively flush surface, but leave the base layer of rubber intact. The rest of the process is the same for all revision numbers. Now install the new carrier. Take the top half with the bushing in it and put it over top of the bearing with the text facing the front of the vehicle. Then bring the bottom half up to meet it, and connect the two together using the provided Allen bolts. As you tighten the bolts, switch back and forth from left to right so the bolts don't bind in the holes. A small gap may form between the two bushings. This is normal. Now, to mount it to the car, take your bolt, put a fender washer on it, an isolation damper facing up, go up into the carrier, bring another isolation damper down from the top, and then put your small washer on the very top. Loosely thread that into the body. Same thing on the other side. Bolt, fender washer, isolation damper, up through the carrier, another isolation damper down from the top, and a small washer on the very top. Thread it into the body and tighten both bolts to 19 Newton meters, and enjoy your new JXB Driveshaft Carrier.